My name is Justin Torok. I set out on a quest to travel to the most haunted locations, capturing proof of the paranormal. With me on this episode of Ghost Encounters is Juliana Wade and Kyle Elliott. Together we will investigate the notorious Marshall's Hill Mansion. Visitors and locals alike who drive through Palmerton, Pennsylvania can see Marshall's Hill Mansion looming ominously atop the tallest distant mound of blood-red shale. This stately home was built in the late 1800s by General Elisha Marshall for his wife Janet. Rumors of secret passageways, ghosts, and murder have made this house the source of folklore for decades. Marshall's service in the Civil War began in 1862. He quickly climbed the ranks and fought in many battles such as the Second Battle of Bull Run, the Battle of Fredericksburg, and the Battle of the Crater, where he was eventually captured, imprisoned, and released after the war's end. In 1875, Marshall married Janet Rutherford, whose family founded Rutherford, New Jersey. For an unknown reason, the couple shut themselves up in their grand high-placed home, guarded by two Great Danes preventing anyone from getting too close. Marshall and Janet's marriage did not last long due to Marshall's fiery temper. Marshall eventually walked out on Janet, leaving her to live alone in the large house high atop the hill. Elisha Marshall soon died in August 1883 in New York. After her husband's departure, Janet kept herself hidden in her home in isolation. However, Janet was not a helpless woman. One evening when two robbers crept up the hill to her house, Janet fired 2 shots from her revolver out the window, causing the robbers to flee. According to the townsfolk, Janet was antagonistic towards women and did not encourage any friendships, nor did she allow any visitors. However, according to an interview in 1987 with Earl Seep, who worked in the general store as a boy, recalls that she did find herself a very reserved and direct male friend who stayed with her in the mansion. Their unmarried cohabitation was very controversial at the time. Seep says the only people who were allowed to go near the house were himself, the delivery man, and the caretaker of the estate. Later, Janet would leave town to attend the funeral of her brother. She died shortly thereafter of stomach cancer. Due to the secrecy surrounding this grand and highly visible home, many rumors swept the town. Some of these claims include Elisha Marshall being murdered by Janet and her new beau, tunnels under the home, ghostly inhabitants, and that the deep crimson color of the hill is the result of the general's bloodshed during the Civil War. Whether these claims are factual or not, one story remains true. On the summer solstice in June 2000, Marshall's grave at Rochester Mount Hope Cemetery was broken into and his skull was stolen. The groundskeeper is convinced that the skull was stolen for use in a satanic ritual. This grisly development has caused more supernatural stir at the mansion, which is now up for sale.
Hi, I'm Cass Ches. I'm broker-owner of Diamond First Real Estate here in Palmerton, Pennsylvania, and I'm also the listing agent of the Marshall Hill Mansion here at 10 Penn Avenue in Palmerton, Pennsylvania. I was really excited, especially for the opportunity. This has always been a historical landmark in Palmerton, and just to even have the listing was even it's like a once-in-a-lifetime dream. So the home features 3,234 finished square feet, which includes 4 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. On the first floor, you have 10.5-foot high ceilings, 8-foot high hand-carved doors, and on the second floor, you have 9-foot ceilings. So behind the main home is a smaller home that was used in the days as a guest house, and that home is believed to have a living room, a kitchen, and 3 bedrooms, and possibly 1 bath. So one Saturday afternoon, I was walking through the home. I was actually here to take some pre-photos before the professional company came in a few days later. And as I was walking through the home, taking pictures, as I got to the basement, I put my hand on the door and knocked down the basement. I had my camera wrapped around my shoulder. And at that time, my hands weren't even on the shutter, and my shutter just continually would keep going off, flashing off and taking pictures on its own. And at that point, I just looked up in the air and just said, "Come on, guys, knock it off." And then 2 more photos went off. And then I just had her actually grab the camera, get possession of it again for it to stop.
My name's Mike Chess. I'm the caretaker here at Marshall's Hill Mansion. Been doing it since November of 2019. I make sure that no one has broken into the house, any damage from weather or whatever, and then if there is some, repair it. I was pretty excited because, as everyone else, it was always a mystery, this house. Driving up past this place, Palmerton, for the past 30, 40 years, they always seen this house on the top of the hill, and all kinds of stories. So it was interesting to see the inside and what they did to it. Part of being a caretaker, okay, I wanted to document everything in the house to make sure no one's been in and anything is missing. So I get up to the second floor, take pictures of the beds and everything else, okay, and that was in November of 2019. A short period of time later, I come back into one of my weekly visits to the house, and I walk into the bedroom, and the pillows were all messed up in the sheets. Okay. Everything was closed and locked, and I cannot think of any how an animal could have gotten in there. Okay, so I don't know what happened.
All right, it's just about midnight, and we're here at the Marshall's Hill Mansion. Mike, are you ready to lock us in?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna go sit in my truck.
See you in a few hours. All right, so we're in the bedroom where Mike said that this bed was all messed up one time that he came in. So what I have here is a static cam that's going to be pointed at the bed the whole time during the investigation with a laser grid projection so that we can see if anything crosses its path. Let's get started on the investigation downstairs. All right, so we're in the living room of Marshall's Hill Mansion, and we're going to start our investigation in here. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I want to place this on the floor here. If there's a presence here tonight, can you let us know? The cameras we are using shoot in full spectrum mode, which means they record in a variety of spectrums of light, and are from the Cleveland Paranormal Supply Company. Janet Rutherford, are you here in this house? There's a device on the floor. If you come towards it, you'll make the lights go off. Can you walk near us? It's okay for you to come towards us. Take a walk around. Can you come towards us? Just then, my recorder captured our first EVP, or electronic voice phenomenon. The device I'm holding just lets me know that you're here. Can you come towards us? Can you come towards us? The device I'm holding just lets me know that you're here. I'll just make these lights go off. Can you come towards me? If there is a spirit or entity in this house, can you come towards me?
Do you mind us being in this house?
Do you want us to leave? Do you want us to stay? I thought I heard something. Did you hear like a breath? I heard and captured a disembodied breath. Do you want us to stay? I thought I heard something. Did you hear like a breath? I thought I heard something. Did you hear like a breath? Kyle, you take a breath?
No, I'm just standing here.
Towards this way. Do you want us to stay? Well, we're here, so if you want us to leave, you gotta tell us. Can you make a noise for me? If you're shy, can you at least make a noise? On the count of 3, I want you to make some kind of noise. 1, 2, 3. Did you hear something?
I don't know. Did you make noise?
I'm standing perfectly still, but
Here.
Oh, it almost sounded like a... But not... Sort of like a...
From where? That's where it came from. You making us walk in circles right now? Can you touch one of us? I give you full permission to touch one of us. As you can see, my K2 meter begins to spike, which means there's a presence near me, which I can even feel. Thank you. I just got really cold. All the hair on my nose was there. Thank you for coming towards me. I can literally feel the energy coming off of you. Look at all the hair standing up on my arm. You don't have to be shy. You seem like you're kind of come forward and back away. What temperature are you reading?
76.8.
Really? Because when we first came in here, it was reading like 80 degrees. Because it's summertime, it's pretty hot. As soon as the presence came near me, the temperature in the room dropped 4 degrees. Yeah, 76. When I first came in the house, it was 80. You're not,
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Just as my K2 meter spikes again, I get a command from the other side. You're not, Oh, there you are.
Drop it even more.
What's that? Oh, there you are.
Drop it even more. You wanna come over here real quick? Cause I'm getting chills over here, buddy. I just went from really hot to really cold.
Okay.
Just right here.
Kyle, you wanna come behind us?
Yeah, I'll come back over here.
What temperature are you reading?
It says 78, but I can feel
You feel, what do you feel?
77.
Like when this was going off and it came towards me, I just felt like all this static kind of electricity was.
This area right here just feels like a cold.
I was standing still and it just kind of hit me.
So when I was over there, it just felt like, I don't know, it felt like all this static electricity just swarmed my entire body. And now it's not. I know you're still here. So what, when I talk about you, you want to leave? This is an interesting EVP since we are standing in the kitchen. I want to know who's here with us. Leave? I want to know who's here with us.
My battery's fluctuating between dead now and...
Let me see. Alright, so whoa, that shouldn't be doing that. It's a brand new battery, fully charged.
Running for 12 minutes.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't be. That's weird. It keeps going from dead to a little bit. Did you drain our camera's battery to come near us and make these lights go off? This device here is an SB7 spirit box. It runs through 3 radio frequencies per second backwards. So it provides a constant stream of white noise for spirit to talk to. You will hear some hiccups and some blurps from radio stations, but again, it's going backward. That's 3 frequencies per second. So we're looking for full words or sentences to come through. I know someone is here. Talk to us. What do you want to say? Use this device to talk to us. Who is here? Did we just get Janet to tell us that Elisha is here with us? Who is here?
Do you want anyone in this house?
Do you want us to leave or stay? Tell me. Did I say leave?
Right.
That sounded like leave, right? And that was a woman's voice.
Watch your step.
Are there tunnels under the house? What can you tell me about the basement? You come near us? On the count of three, can you make a noise for us down here? On the count of three, can you make a noise for us down here? At the same time this strange noise appears in the basement, the static cam upstairs gains some activity. You can see the strange anomaly appear in front of the camera. Then suddenly, the laser grid starts to spin by itself. All throughout the decades, there's a lot of stories. Just as I mentioned this house having a lot of stories, I receive a vulgar response. All throughout the decades, there's a lot of stories. All throughout the decades, there's a lot of stories. Before we leave, can you give me a sign? Can you make a noise for me? I know you messed up this bed before. Why don't you do it again? You're real quiet. Alright, we're gonna leave. I want one kind of sign before we leave. Can you do that for me? I know you can hear me. On the count of three, I want you to make a noise. 1, 2, 3. You make a noise, and you have my word. We'll leave right now. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I finally get the spirits to make a noise for us. It sounds like something fell. I quickly checked to make sure batteries didn't fall out of my recorder, and they did not.
Batteries didn't fall out.
You make a noise, and
have my word, we'll leave right now. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. After further examination, we could find no explanation for this noise. Thank you for whatever that was. Marshall's Hill Mansion is a place of true mystery and home to a few permanent residents. I'd like to give a special thank you to the Palmerton Historical Society and Steve Goydich for providing me with many old newspapers and articles. A very special thank you to Cass and Mike Chess, and a thank you to Jordan and Taylor Balderson for assisting with the evidence analysis.